Hi, we recorded some gunshots on March 23rd, 2016. Now the shooting started that day about 12:30 p.m. Now the DVR time is off a little bit, so let me let you hear the first shot, and then after that there is a 7-minute pause with no shooting. Is it coming real soon?
Sometime in like 20 seconds. Not exactly sure.
Maybe 20 seconds, we don't know. It was pretty loud. Is the volume up?
Yes.
This is our trailer, and here's the house, and they're way over there, and it's still really loud. Then there is a 7-minute pause, and then there's more shooting. There were about 30 gunshots that day. It was horrible here. For us to live here is horrible. Of course, you never know when you're gonna get startled, when it's gonna happen. You can not enjoy your land anymore. We let everything overgrow over here on the fence. You can't even be outside anymore. Sometimes I want to cut some bamboo on our land that we have growing there. You can't even go outside. It's extremely loud. We don't know what to do. It's hard to catch these neighbors shooting on camera. You have to either go really close with these really loud gunshots, and even if you are really close, you can't see them because they hide behind their buildings. They built another barn right there in front of our camera, and they shoot on a dirt pile now. Well, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they shoot. Their gun shop is right here, and they shoot down this way, way back in the back. We think on top of their onto their dirt pile. So they hide, and if they even think that we're filming them and all, the son who runs the gun shop comes and harasses us on the street, even at night after we come home late from shopping. He came on our land a couple of times, moving our surveillance camera. And we think one time when he came the last time that he destroyed our surveillance camera, a new one. Now we have 2 broken ones, and they were new. It is illegal for him to shoot in this neighborhood, like I said.
Suburban neighborhood. It's been really terrible.
Extremely loud gunshots, and we have to suffer. We can't just pack up and move either. My husband worked for this land for over 20 years. All our children were raised here on this land. And he's a cop. He is a captain in a neighboring county. He's police himself. He knows it's illegal for him to do so, and he denies this kind of shooting. Do you hear it? But lately it's not even been him anymore. It's his son who always shoots now. He shoots too once in a while. We figure it out with the pattern that they have. The father shoots like one humongous big boom. And he does really loud explosions over the years. It's been horrible. Then they have a worker that comes and cuts their grass and works around on their land. He shoots sometimes. He has been. I don't know if he does anymore now, but he has been. They have an illegal gun range here on their land, right next to us. They have a gun shop, and they let their customers shoot, and we have to suffer for it. And I'm a chronic pain sufferer, and I can't deal with that. You can never ever lie down in the afternoon. You can't even take a nap. It's horrible. And the father used to shoot at night all the time. In the night time, we wouldn't get enough sleep. It was horrible, and our daughter had to go to school early in the morning, and we wouldn't sleep well all night. How many more gunshots are there coming? You can hear it, can't you? That we are so stressed from this. There was what?
There's like 2 minutes in between
There was a 2-minute gap? Okay.
between shots.
Every time in the next few?
Then there's another 1 minute, then there's a 3-minute gap, then a 1-minute gap, and then a 10-minute gap.
And you won't believe how loud that is right next to us. I mean, listening to it right here is not even that bad. But if you'd be outside or even in the house, you know, when we're eating, whatever, you just don't know when it's gonna come. They don't care. If you have a migraine or whatever, I get horrible migraines from them, from their shooting. Because often I am afraid of a shot when there isn't any. They used to shoot so bad at night too, like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, anytime. He would come home late, and we used to have cameras set up when he would come home. You could see when the car was parked there, his police car, and he would just make a big boom before he would go inside his house. Of course, we could only record the gunshots. We couldn't see him shooting because he was hiding behind his buildings. And then one time he threatened us with his lawyer by our fence. We had the camera set back away from the fence, having the fence in the video, in the film. Otherwise he could have... Wait.
If we hadn't had the fence in the surveillance camera, he could have complained that we're spying on him. But we did have the fence.
Yeah, because of his privacy and stuff. But the son climbs our fence. He even broke the fence to disconnect the camera and then do the lasers on it or whatever he did. We looked that up on the internet. We had no idea that you can do that to a video to a surveillance camera. You can see how worked up we are. Oh man, it takes us hours to calm down after these horrible gunshots. I mean, I have the tremors and we feel sick. It's horrible to have to live this way. Why don't they put their gun range somewhere where they are allowed to do so? But I guess they're too lazy to go to shoot somewhere where there's a safe gun range. I mean, I'm not saying this isn't safe, but it certainly isn't safe for my nerves. It certainly isn't safe. Now, should we always stop fighting and endure this? We have endured this without making any scenes for at least 6 months now again. I mean, he has been harassing us, everything. We haven't even been to the police, but maybe that was not quite 6 months ago. When did we go to the police last, when he was trespassing the son? A couple of months ago, we don't know exactly when. But we have endured this. Quiet, you know what I'm saying? And today we're worked up because we started fighting again, because it's too much stress on us. I mean, who can survive like this, living like this? That when you need your sleep or want to go to bed early, you don't know when they're gonna be shooting. In the middle of the night. When will there be a real loud explosion? Or some kind of a blue smoke behind your trailer that comes all over everything, probably goes in the window of my trailer. It's not even wartime. And we're not shot at, but sometimes I tell you, you hear the metal hitting. They shoot from their gun shop. It sounds like it all the way to the back dirt pile, and it sounds like bullets are flying all over the place. It's been horrible. Our daughter would play down here a little bit farther down by that trailer, and they would shoot into their dirt pile towards our fence, right where she was playing. We went to the police. It caused us a lot of stress. And then she would have, I mean, wouldn't you wonder if your daughter's ears would and hearing would get ruined, or yours if you're out there, like ours? They don't care. They don't care if you get a stroke or a heart attack. I have high blood pressure. I get high blood pressure certainly from this, you know. And I have diabetes too, and it seems like my diabetes comes from stress. And what else?
You want to fast forward to 10 minutes gap? There's 10 minutes in motion.
10 minutes in between?
Yeah, you want to fast forward?
I mean, you know, you guys probably say, oh, she's so worked up. Oh, she's so loud. Well, yes. Well, we were fighting this morning because the stress is just unbearable here. And I'm having a lot of pain. And I've had a lot of pain, had a migraine again, threw up again. And shooting and a migraine just doesn't work well. And I'm getting my period, and sometimes my menstruation just doesn't come because I'm so disturbed from all the shots. Then I got belly aches because of it, and they can just do whatever they want to do, and they just go and have fun and make money selling their fucking guns. I shouldn't be saying that word, or maybe I ought to beep that one out. I don't know. Can you say that again?
There's 21 shots to go. We've only heard 9 shots so far.
There's a right place to shoot at the right place. I mean, where it's legal for them to do so, but not here in this neighborhood. These are only 5-acre lots here. No one is allowed to shoot here. And we don't know what would happen if we would catch them again. How much he would harass us. How much the police would protect us. They have a friend that runs the gun shop with them. He's also police. And we've called out police many times. even 911, when the father, the captain, would have a severe explosion right down here, a little bit farther down here. With fire, we had to call 911. Then he said he just got a paint can in his fire. But that happened so many times, those big loud explosions, except that one was like a humongous fire next to our trailer. And of course, by the time the police came there was nothing wrong. And then when we call 911 and the police comes out, there are often people that know him and say, "Oh, hello, Captain. Oh, hello," to the wife. "It's nice to see you again." Or that's what we're thinking is going on, like a social visit over there. But when we called on the police of somebody who was shooting on this side of our house, way farther back on the land, that wasn't police, they seemed to listen right away. But I guess because this is police and he is a respected person, he's on TV everywhere, what a great cop he is. One time he was in the newspaper. We saw it on Google, that there was an article about him from the newspaper. I'll tell them.
How they arrested the guy with...
No, about the neighborhood.
Oh. Somebody was shooting illegally in the town that he patrols, and he was worried about the safety of the children. Meanwhile, he shoots right nearby our child and doesn't give a
few
shit.
feet away. Yeah, and he didn't give a shit.
Doesn't give a shit about the child. So
no, and we told him, "You're shooting at us, at our daughter." He said, "I'm not shooting at your daughter." Well, the dirt pile was here, and our daughter played right in front, on the land right in front of the dirt pile, but his dirt pile, the way he was shooting, the direction he was shooting, was towards this way. Now you see how stressed out you can get. I'm usually a pretty quiet person, and I like my peace and quiet, and I don't bother anyone. But I tell you, this can work you up and make you mad. One time the son said, "You don't belong here." We were there before them. We moved here before them. And his son, when he was a teenager, he would shoot a little bit farther to this way, where this trailer is. We have another trailer. We bought an old trailer just so we won't get hit by any bullets. And it would hit that sometimes. It would hit the metal. And I bought it. I was so scared when my children were little. And it doesn't have mostly windows or doors, and we just put it there, farther down than this way. Then he went into the army, and of course years later he comes back and harasses us. Not right away, but he said we were spying on his parents and stuff. They tried to get us with everything. They tried to get us with trespassing by them, because we could get a film of the father shooting, zooming in with our video camera. He tried to get us with anything. He said my husband was spying on little children in his swimming pool, or that he wants to rape his wife, and all of stuff he came up with just to get away with stuff, so that we would be the wrong ones. I'm thinking, I said to my husband, you know, there's a lot of innocent people out there that have been in jail, maybe even all their lives. We were reading one time that one black man was in jail all his life after he was married, young, and he was in there for over 20 years or something, or 30 years. And then they found out that he was innocent. Now that would be horrible. That's a horrible life. What would he do to us? If there wouldn't be any law, he'd come over here and kill us. He threatened my husband one time. You want me to come and shoot over there? He said he'd shoot my husband in the head. And one time he invited my husband after a big screaming match and everything. Another time he tried to be really nice and invited my husband to come in his bedroom where he has all his guns that he wants to show him. He wanted to show my husband all the guns. I'm really worked up today, and I know I'm really loud today. And you may say, well, she's a real bitch. But you know, you can think whatever you want. I tell you one thing, I'm not a bitch. And I love Jesus, my Savior. And I always ask for forgiveness. And I trust God for always helping us. We're on our knees now every day to pray that God would deliver us. And we are Christians, and we are not lying, and we're not doing anything wrong to these neighbors. And when we come home from our shopping trip, the son would drive up behind us. When my husband is opening the property gate to get in, he would drive up with his big truck right behind us and shine his big bright lights at us. Not even get out of the car, just to threaten us in a way by saying, hey, if you do anything, I will get you. One night we came home, there was the most horrible shooting starting. As we drove about halfway up the street, back here's the street, halfway up our street to get to our house. And then all of a sudden shooting, we heard shooting, so I turned the lights off. Oh boy, did he scream at us and say, what are you doing? Yeah, what was he doing? That was fucking loud, my husband said. That was horrible. But thank God we had the windows rolled up. Then I don't know, what did he say that night, Ellen? Tried to call the police and stuff and saying we were doing something wrong. We're driving without the lights on and stuff like that. I don't remember quite right. And you see, these are beautiful flowers here, wisteria flowers. And these are berries that have to be picked soon. And just going out there, it's gonna be horrible. Makes you wonder why you even live here and why you worked all your life just to buy your property. And there's so many trees in the way, you can't see him shooting. And of course, if you call the police, he stops shooting. If there's a police car parked out there, and you don't know if they're befriended with them or not, and who comes. And some of them don't want to do anything. They just say, oh, we came out, I don't hear any shooting. And the missus, the wife from the captain, she doesn't have a gun. Can you believe it? And their whole barn and everything, their buildings are probably full of marijuana. Man, do they smoke it. God, do they smoke it. God, do they smoke it. They used to be so bad, I haven't smelled it for a while. Maybe they moved it somewhere else, but oh God. And we never told on them, we never called on them, and he's a cop. I wonder if he takes it from people that are charged with having drugs on them. I was reading one time that they were taking their guns away. What did he do with those guns that he took away from the people from a crime scene? What did he do with them? Did he put them in, give them to what police? I don't know, to the police department? I don't know. So I'm not accusing him of any of that. But he smokes it too. So does the worker, and so does his son. And we're always the terrible ones. Oh, did he wish they would take my husband away, or that he could kill him in his bedroom, showing him all the guns, saying it's self-defense. When they got so upset with us when we put up a sign on our fence saying no trespassing, because we thought that he had been trespassing. Oh, then after that they threatened us for trespassing right away.
Now there's a 5-minute gap.
There's a 5-minute gap.
Fast forward.
No, I'm gonna have to stop a moment holding this up. There was another shot we didn't even know was there. So we had to rewind it a little bit. I was so happy for the spring. The spring has arrived. The flowers are out, the sun is shining, the birds are singing. But I tell you, with so many loud gunshots, how can you even find any peace here? Maybe if you're a young person, maybe if you like shooting, maybe if you don't have chronic pain, you know, maybe if it doesn't happen at night, you know, if there would be wartime, you could accept it. But not this way. I cannot accept this. It is horrible. We have no place to go. We have slept in our car overnight so many times. You feel homeless. We don't have money for a hotel. And then I have, well, I'm just gonna let it be for now. I'm kind of exhausted by now, so. But on the days when you leave, you know, it could just be that some days there isn't any shooting. Like it was so surprisingly quiet here. For how many days? When they went to a gun show out of state.
9 days.
9 days, no shooting. We thought, what is going on over there? But the thing is, we never even knew. Day by day, we were afraid of any shot coming, any time. Later on, we found out that they were gone from their website. Somebody helped us to find. It looks like they will be moving. Some guy from the electric company came, and he said that the police was buying some land for shooting range, and that was probably 2 years ago. They haven't been moving, and the son has been harassing us at least 3 times, yes, in the last couple of months. Just when we leave our property and drive down the street, he would drive the other way past our house, and it's a dead-end street. He has no business ever down the dead-end street. He would just turn around in the other neighbor's driveway and drive away, just to scare us. And he would stop in front of our entrance of our property gate and wait till we drive down the street to turn down towards the highway, so we would be leaving. So we would wonder what he's doing, and he would just stand there, and we would wait quite a while, a few minutes, and he just wouldn't move, parking on the street right in front of our gate where he has no business at. Now they got cameras everywhere. They have an electric gate and everything. And they break our fence, the little people's fence. And they make money letting all their customers shoot, their gun customers. We don't know how horrible it's gonna be. It's like almost nearly every day. Now today there hasn't even been a shot. It was like that yesterday. Till about 2:30 or so yesterday. We thought he drove away. Maybe he went out, maybe he went somewhere else, but they're open in the morning, I think 7 to 5 or 8 to 5. And then Saturdays too, but there haven't been much shooting on Saturdays, maybe one shot now and then, or you know, so we are looking forward to a nice peaceful weekend, but sometimes there is a shot, so we don't know what to think. And if we want to go away, we may go away on the days when they don't shoot on a day. Spend the night in the car, sleeping in the car. Then we come back, just like we did one other time. We went to the ocean, we came back, and boy did we get it when we got home. It was horrible. There was the loudest explosion right here. And we didn't know much about cameras. We didn't even have a surveillance camera. We used a video camera. And we didn't know how to put it on a DVD or how to extract it or show the police or anything. I think we showed, I don't think we showed the police. Something didn't go right. We couldn't extract it or something, or couldn't. I can't remember what happened to the video camera. We had a table set out here with the video camera and the TV somehow hooked up. So many times over the years, we never recorded any of this, so don't think we're doing this all the time. I've only been doing it lately, hoping we get some help from somebody. And you never know, he may shoot us one day. He was, he was in the army and was what? Discharged? With what is it called?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Doesn't sound too much like post-traumatic stress disorder. It sounds like that's what I'm getting from all this shooting. I mean, I said to my husband, what if you be pregnant or get a baby? I mean, I'd have a miscarriage probably. I had a miscarriage once from all the shooting from a neighbor way far in the other side, where we used to live, in the other side of the land. We've been living in this house for like at least 15 years now. We've been living on this land over 20 years. How many years have we been here?
25.
25 years, and only lived in the back on the other side of the land for like a year or so. Maybe almost 2. But at that time there was shooting in the back, but that was such bad shooting that the bullets would hit the trees. Right next to the tree that I was on. I mean, not, of course not on this one, you know, back on the other property. And nearly hit the child. And one time I was taking pictures of my daughter up here. She was about 12 years old. Up this walkway back here. It had beautiful flowers back here. And some neighbor over on the other side would shoot this way. And the bullets would fly right behind her head. I could see it hitting the bush. And I was making a film about the apple of the eye with some Bible verse. And it was amazing how it didn't hit her. I don't think this neighbor has been shooting for a while, but once in a while he may just shoot and the bullets may come down our driveway. So I was so scared to even go to that driveway. It's horrible just to drive out or have my husband open the gate. But they allow shooting here. We live in Texas. They allow shooting here. And but this is a suburban neighborhood and they don't allow it on their property, but they really don't enforce the law too well. You have to catch them. I guess that's the key to it. Is there any more shooting coming?
One more shot.
I think I'm almost out of memory stick.
One more shot, another minute. Maybe.
Just having to do all of this instead of doing more better things in life than having to do all of this. It stresses us out so much. I mean, we shouldn't have to live like this. And thank you for giving me a thumb up on my other video. I'm gonna put this on YouTube too. We hope we catch them soon. we may have an idea on how to do it. Because we figured something out. I'm going to tell you if we do. Maybe that'll be the final video. Maybe we won't be bothered by shooting anymore. That would be a nice dream to have, wouldn't it be? How many years has it been, Ellen? At least years. How many years has it been at least? Remember when I had my birthday?
6 years ago. You built this pile
6 years ago the shooting was started here really bad. It was horrible, and I had a birthday and we were out in the yard and it was springtime. And he would shoot like right next to here is a dirt pile, like a little bit farther on the left side of this trailer. And he'd have a party out there. It was horrible. Letting people get their handgun license, I think they were saying. There was a big screaming match over the fence. And he continued doing it even though he knew how bothered we were by it. And his wife said, "Oh, you won't let us shoot." And when we sent them a certified letter one time, she said, "You treat us like criminals. Instead of talking to us, we talked to them 1,000 times." That's why we finally sent a certified letter.
That's the last shot.
That was the last shot.
Then 10 minutes after this, we heard him driving away.
Really?
Yeah, we heard the loud car driving away.
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye. Thanks for listening and caring. If you have any ideas, leave me a comment. Pray for us. Love you.